First of all, dear Aries. On November 8th, Venus moves into Libra. On November 9th, there's a Venus-Moon conjunction. On the same day, Mercury also forms a sextile with Pluto. So, dear Aries, on this day, you can both organize your personal life, your relationships, and joint business matters. You may also experience positive developments. In terms of relationships, agreements, compromises, as well as career and financial matters, you can expect to earn money. Regarding the topic of money, perhaps you have some pending matters, inheritance, or rightful claims. You're in a good position for this. After November 9th, make the most of it for all legitimate and prosperous endeavors. Besides that, on November 10th, Mercury enters Sagittarius. For you, this marks the beginning of a period where long-distance travel, foreign affairs, international work and relationships, travel plans, and legal matters become more important. You will be entering a phase where you focus more on traveling and making plans related to passport and visa processes. However, on the morning of November 10th, be cautious due to the Mercury-Saturn square. Especially because of health or certain psychological burdens, you may encounter some disruptions in your work or life. You may need to take a step back. From November 12th to November 15th, you need to be particularly cautious about financial matters. There may be ups and downs in your financial situation. The first part of the week is productive for you, like everyone else, but then, be careful about wandering in secluded places and being around negative influences, especially over the weekend and beyond that. Concerning financial matters, borrowing and lending money, be very cautious about your wealth, theft, and situations like robbery. Also, you should absolutely avoid sexually transmitted diseases, unhealthy or twisted relationships, and pay special attention to your sexual health. Dear Aries, this week, you'll continue to focus on money, financial matters, career, and organization. Additionally, starting from November 9th, there will be opportunities for your personal life and relationships to shine, and it's a great time to enhance your self-image. On November 8th, as Venus enters Libra, and from November 9th onwards, Venus aligns with Libra. This indicates favorable developments in your work and health. So, go ahead, get a haircut. What can you do? Dear Taurus, you can start exercising, begin a diet, or even start a new job. You might experience very positive developments in your work life. You can make amends with your loved one, with a partner, or even make a new business deal. Because on that day, there are sextiles between Mars and Pluto. You can genuinely establish positive connections with someone who has previously hurt or offended you. It's an extremely productive energy. You are progressing well in the first 3 to 4 days of the week, but then Mercury enters Sagittarius. Financial matters become more important for you. You may encounter situations that limit your financial resources due to friendships and material constraints from your social circle. You'll have to face the fact that you need more money to make your wishes, hopes, and dreams come true. Around November 10th, you need to be attentive to financial and friendship-related matters. From November 12th onwards, especially between November 12th and 15th, there may be unexpected changes in your relationships. You might experience ups and downs and imbalances in your personal life and shared business ventures. Try to avoid conflict and quarrels. If you have a great relationship, I recommend not falling victim to these negative energies. For single Taurians, this 15-day period following the new moon, which takes us to almost the end of May 2020 when we consider the lunar eclipse, looks very productive in terms of relationships, love, and compatibility. As Venus enters Libra on November 8th and Venus joins Libra on November 9th, you, Gemini, will benefit greatly. You can shine brightly. You might receive news about children or even fall in love. You can expect happy developments from the person you love, such as gifts, flowers, engagement, celebrations, love, luck, hobbies, and enjoyable times. Being in the spotlight and shining. Gemini, you're very lucky. First, The transit of Venus in Libra is very beneficial for your appearance and your personal life. Saturn has also improved. Whatever is on top of you, whether it's in-laws, parents, spouse, family, boss, state, official matters, or any authority figure, something might seem like an obstacle that you can't escape from. You'll need to deal with whatever this obstacle is. It could be the military, education, career, your boss, your family, or something else. You have to manage it. Gemini, you're dealing with something that imposes itself on you. You can progress positively. Right now, whatever you've been patiently dealing with under pressure will eventually bring you rewards. I can say that with ease. This month is your health month, your work month, and a month where you may be dealing with tasks that feel like a burden. Please, pay a bit more attention to your health and psychology this month. You should be particularly careful about your genital area, sexual organs, and throat. On November 10th, Mercury enters Sagittarius. Your personal life comes under more scrutiny. However, on November 10th, you might experience conflicts related to your personal life and relationships, possibly due to family, partner, or personal career plans, and relationships with the people in your life. Who are these authorities? Parents, bosses, executives, official authorities. It's best not to push too hard. November 10th might be a bit challenging for you, dear Gemini. Pay attention, especially on November 12th, 13th, and 14th. When it comes to Cancer and Cancer rising signs for the month of October. During September, Cancer individuals might have faced challenges related to home, family, and domestic matters. The Sun's transition into Libra during October, along with the solar eclipse in Libra, might have left you dealing with issues concerning home, family, parents, and domestic responsibilities. You may have felt a lack of security. Dear Cancer, you may have spent the past 12 months questioning and evaluating your sense of security and your safety zone. Your family may have been demanding, and you may have faced challenges, but on November 8th, Venus moves into Libra. With the family reunion on November 9th, including the Mercury-Pluto sextile, the first 4 days of this week will be very beneficial for you. You might find the home you've been looking for and create a sense of security. You may encounter positive developments within your family or in general. You have a chance for personal growth, finding peace, and feeling more beautiful, cheerful, and sweet. You can improve your relationships with your family. In matters related to property, real estate, home, and domestic relationships, you seem to be lucky during these dates, and if you're looking for a new home in the coming days, any issues with your current home will be resolved as you desire. You may experience happy developments in your personal life. If you've had conflicts with your partner, you could make amends. However, on November 10th, Mercury-Saturn fortress, I didn't like this, there might be obstacles in your work and health. In general, on November 10th, you need to pay attention to your body and health. You might feel restricted and uneasy. You're especially attentive to your work and health, but the first 4 days of the week seem fortunate for relationships, especially after November 12th. In matters of love, and concerning children if you have any, unexpected developments and ups and downs may occur. Unusual and peculiar situations may arise related to love, children, friendships, and your social circle. Therefore, be cautious regarding your children, love life, and interactions with loved ones during the weekend. If you are a parent, I recommend being gentle and calm in your communication with them. When it comes to Leo and Leo rising signs, Leos might have been exhausted, especially during the last 2 months, particularly in September and October. They might have found themselves constantly talking about making agreements, contracts, connections, or doing business, but might have faced disappointments. Whoever they approached or tried to connect with might have left them empty-handed. People who promised them things like "I'll do this for you, I'll handle your work" might have misled them with empty promises and not followed through. Some of them may still be dealing with divorce or legal processes. Communication, agreements, contracts, siblings. In matters of car buying and selling, electronic devices, and trade, Leos might have faced significant challenges. They may have felt misunderstood or pushed by their surroundings over the past 12 months. Now, on November 8th and 9th, Venus moving into Libra, especially after November 9th, is a favorable time for agreements, contracts, and communication. You can make the most of today for your work. You may witness that the people who have been bothering or not understanding you for months are starting to understand you slowly. Leos are fortunate in matters of car buying and selling, online businesses, trade, relationships in their immediate environment, travel, passport and visa matters, and relocations. Leos may enter into a legal process and have significant meetings with their immediate surroundings. Important developments related to siblings and relatives may occur. You might even change your place of residence, city, or country. This is because Leo receives a strong influence from the 4th and 10th houses during this new moon and solar eclipse. Leos can expect a very active period in terms of moving, changing homes, significant family events, and real estate transactions. I specifically request that Leos pay extra attention to their family relationships, especially starting from the weekend of November 12th. Be cautious about home accidents and events like break-ins. I mentioned accidents. Take great care in your interactions as landlords or tenants. Indeed, there is challenging energy in the areas of home, family, real estate, and household matters. Leo, during the first 4 days of the week, you are very fortunate in agreements, contracts, communication, work, and financial matters. However, for the weekend, I mentioned to pay attention to family, home, and real estate matters. By the way, I had definitely told you everything before, even that particular thing for Leo. Pay attention to that particular thing: landlord-tenant relationships, property issues, and financial problems. Speaking of money, the second house looks well. Especially during the first 4 days of this week, Leos appear to be quite lucky in money and business matters. For the past 2 months, especially in September and October, Leos may have been fed up with promising to get things done, make deals, and establish connections but ending up with empty hands. People who promised to do things for you may have deceived you with empty promises. Some of you may still be in the middle of a divorce or a legal process that's dragging on. Communication, close environment agreements, contracts. Really challenging for Leos. However, the transition of Venus into Libra on November 8th and Venus aligning with Libra on November 9th, especially from November 9th, you can make significant progress in agreements, contracts, and communication matters. You might find that people who have been difficult to understand or who have pressured you are starting to understand you. You're also lucky in matters related to car buying and selling, internet businesses, trade, relationships in your immediate environment, trips, passport and visa procedures, and changes of place. Now, let's talk about Virgo individuals. Dear Virgos, when it comes to money, you may have faced the most challenges over the past 2 months, especially with losses in your financial areas, especially for those with Virgo rising signs. You see, during Mars transit through Libra, it's like spend, 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 with no one saying, "Let me give you some money." Everyone is in need of money, and you might have found it challenging. October was no different. However, with Venus moving into Libra on November 8th and the fortunate aspects on November 9th, money might slowly start coming into your hands. You might experience both financial and spiritual growth. Dear Libras, your luck is about to change in financial matters. You are open to better developments in the coming days. Virgos, especially during the first 4 days of the week, you are progressing with very fortunate developments. Saturn has moved out of your 7th house, which is your area of relationships. What does this mean? Saturn is the planet of responsibilities and can make you do things you wouldn't normally want to do. It can push you to take on responsibilities, discipline you, mature you, and sometimes even age you while maturing. In recent times, especially over the past year, your partner may have been causing you a lot of grief. There might be a reason you're upset. You might be experiencing problems with your partner. After this period, you might need to take the responsibility of marriage, harmonize with your partner, or if you're planning to separate, You might need to take the responsibility of parting ways. Dear Virgos, you have a lot of responsibilities in your relationships, but the sky is giving you all the support you need to overcome them. You're getting support from Jupiter, Saturn is in your sun sign, and you're getting support from the current transit of the Sun and the planets gathering in Scorpio. So, whether you want to make a marriage work or if you want to break free from it, you're getting all the support and energy from the sky to do that. The first 4 days of the week seem very productive in both financial and emotional relationships and love in every aspect. Everything is progressing nicely, but from November 12th onwards, after the effect of the new moon in Scorpio on November 12th, 13th, 14th, especially, I'd like to mention a few things. There might be a sudden event in your immediate surroundings, some gossip, uncensored words, hurtful statements, the discovery of a gossiper or a malicious person in your close circle, witnessing a bad situation, unexpected, strange, and surprising situations related to relatives, siblings, and neighbors. If you have travel plans, unexpected conditions and situations may arise in travel and travel plans. If you're traveling, dear Virgos, be cautious during these dates. Or if you have a conversation with someone, be careful about what you say. You may hear unexpected things. You might find yourself in the middle of a shocking situation. Please be very careful, dear Virgos, in your relationships with siblings, close circles, relatives, agreements, contracts, legal matters, and communication. You're lucky with money, and you're lucky with good things. The first 4 days of the week are very productive, but those dates, November 12th, 13th, 14th, seem troublesome, especially related to siblings, close circles, relatives, travel, legal matters, education, spoken words, and communication, as well as car and traffic-related matters. Please be cautious about what you say. You've been very tired, dear Libras. But now, starting from November 8th, I'll make one more prediction. By the way, I haven't mentioned this before, but starting from November 8th, it's time to beautify yourself, shine, and be successful both individually and in your personal life. Your ruling planet, Venus, supports you in looking good, being sweet, pleasant, falling in love, loving, renewing your appearance, refreshing your wardrobe, financial matters, and everything related to life's pleasures, sweetness, beauty, aesthetics, and love. You're incredibly lucky in all these aspects. A beautiful process has started, and during the first 4 days of the week, you're lucky in matters related to work, money, and even hostilities. Animosity can turn into friendship, and estrangements can lead to reconciliation. You are very fortunate in this regard during the first 4 days of the week. From November 12 to 15, you need to be very careful about financial matters, theft, and potential money loss. If you're wise this week, you can renew yourself, organize your relationships, arrange your work life, and find ways to earn money. Just the transit of Mercury into your sign may bring about a discussion in your work life. The square aspect of Saturn, or more precisely, after November 10th and then on November 12th, 13th, and 14th, you may experience ups and downs in financial matters. Venus has arrived, welcome, and it's the time for Libra to shine. It's your time to shine, both individually and in your personal life, to achieve success. With Venus, your ruling planet, moving into Libra, you're supported in beautifying yourself, being charming, falling in love, being loved, refreshing your appearance, renewing your wardrobe, money matters, and enjoying life, sweetness, beauty, aesthetics, and love. You're incredibly fortunate in all these areas. The first 4 days of the week are especially lucky for you in terms of work, money, and relationship issues. Enmity could turn into friendship, and conflicts could be resolved. You're quite lucky in these aspects during this week. However, you need to be very cautious about financial matters, theft, and potential money loss around November 12th-15th. This week, if you're wise, you can rejuvenate yourself, organize your relationships, manage your work life, and find ways to make money. When Mercury moves into your sign, it may bring some discussions or conflicts in your professional life. Saturn square, especially on November 10th, and then the dates from November 12th to 15th, might involve fluctuations in financial matters. The arrival of Venus in Libra marks your time to shine, especially for those of you with Libra rising signs. Scorpions, you're going through a tough period and Scorpio is in a challenging phase. Mars in Scorpio, the Mars-Pluto conjunction, and the Scorpio rising all create a lot of stress. Scorpio individuals are going through a deep excavation in their lives. You might be experiencing issues with friends and enemies, with certain people trying to deceive or lie to you. People working against you, forming alliances against you, or harboring animosity might be present. Your personal life and relationships might not be going as expected. You could feel that loved ones don't truly care for you or don't embrace you. You might be going through a phase where your heart is hurt. Especially on November 8th and 9th, I want to tell you to pamper yourself. Scorpios, please don't be mad at me. On November 8th and 9th, you should really treat yourself. Be cautious about people who appear to be very loving. Especially those female figures or individuals involved in the beauty industry or fashion sector, or working in the clothing, floristry, and similar fields. If you're surrounded by such individuals, please be more cautious during this period. Don't reveal your secrets to everyone. You need rest. Take time for yourself, enhance your appearance, and pamper yourself. During this time, some Scorpios might even consider cosmetic procedures, rejuvenation treatments, or therapies. Some Scorpios might be going through a healing process. On November 7th, you might experience something you've desired and romantic or child-related situations could develop beautifully. Good news might arrive, and on November 9th, the Mercury-Pluto sextile might bring a positive development on news in your close surroundings. But on November 10th, particularly, the Mercury-Saturn square, or after that, on November 12th, 13th, 14th, you should be cautious about financial matters, theft, and potential losses. The new moon in Scorpio happening after November 12th can lead to shocking and unexpected situations, prompting you to make new decisions in your life. You may find that some people and circumstances no longer align with your true self, and you might feel the need to eliminate people you don't like from your life. Please be extra cautious on November 12th, 13th, 14th, and 15th. Avoid approaching anyone and giving reactions to unexpected developments. Don't react hastily to unexpected developments. Dear Scorpios, I believe you need to take care of yourselves. Truly rest and don't give in to arguments. Keep your distance from people who have hostile attitudes. I wanted to mention that during the first 4 days of the week, you are fortunate in matters related to work, money, relationships in your immediate environment, agreements, contracts, communication tools, and even in car purchases or trade. You have an advantage in communication and the immediate environment, but you need to rest and protect yourself from aggressive crowds and confrontational individuals. Regarding Sagittarius, I want to caution those with Sagittarius rising signs. Your 12th house is filled with planets, a place that should normally remain dark. This could mean that someone might be scheming against you. There could be betrayal, you might be feeling unwell, and you might need to rest. You could have undergone surgery or be dealing with a hidden issue, a forbidden matter, or something you're obsessing over. You may be troubled by your own obsessions. Transitions related to the afterlife, mysteries, losses, traumas could start capturing your attention. Your inner healer and philosopher seem to be awakening. Sagittarius, be careful and watch your back. There might be people scheming behind your back. Betrayal is possible, and some of you might need to take care of your health. In particular, be cautious of diseases transmitted sexually or infections related to the genital area, sanguineous sores, and other diseases. For instance, throat and thyroid problems, ear infections and the like. Be cautious, especially on November 12th, 13th, and 14th. You need to take care of your health during this period. So, are there no good things? Of course, there are. Once Mercury enters your sign, you'll experience a more advantageous period in which things that weren't going well before will start progressing more smoothly. However, especially on November 10th, I want to warn you because of the Mercury-Saturn square. It may indicate encountering obstacles or hindrances in something you deeply desired. Sagittarius, 8th to 9th November, look fantastic. For example, attending a wedding, meeting with your lover, or encountering someone with whom you can fall in love. Your social life could thrive, and you might feel hopeful about fulfilling your dreams and wishes. It's a period of success in love, with the possibility of a beautiful piece of news. While you may be deeply contemplative, you can also enjoy yourself and have a lot of fun. For Capricorn individuals, this week will mostly be very advantageous. However, I want to particularly warn you about November 10th. On November 12th, Mercury will enter Scorpio, and you might experience its effects in the form of rumors, negative energy, health problems, and immune-related issues. Capricorns, start paying attention to your immunity this week. Especially from November 10th, be cautious about any troubling situation related to your close surroundings, a health issue concerning a sibling or relative, a hidden enmity, or gossip. Be careful about getting upset by words spoken by ill-intentioned individuals and stay vigilant against infections and general illnesses. Starting from November 10th, dear Capricorns, be cautious of gossip and distance yourself from it. Focus on your work and health, avoid overexerting yourself, and pay attention to your immune system. Apart from that, you may witness that some promises are not kept on November 10th. It can be a bit harsh in that sense on that day. Furthermore, the Venus transit in Libra on November 8th and the Venus-Moon conjunction on November 9th are very auspicious for you in terms of your career, official matters, dealing with superiors, government authorities, waiting for appointments or promotions, and career planning. It signals very fortunate situations in these aspects. Capricorns, on November 7th, you may receive some long-awaited and desired good news, and on November 9th, you might experience favorable developments. You are under a peaceful energy, but from November 12th to 14th, issues related to your social circle, friendships, and the social environment might be a bit taxing. In your personal life, avoid jealousy crises and conflicts. Jealous friends, jealous lovers, jealous children, jealous relatives, these can be challenging in your relationships, especially on November 12th, 13th, and 14th. Jealousy crises and ego conflicts might arise, and an unexpected and shocking situation might surface in your social circle. Now, let's talk about Aquarius and Aquarius rising individuals. Aquarius is one of the signs that can change their place, city, or even country. Many people come to mind, but the first ones that come to my mind are Leo and Aquarius. In addition to that, Cancer and Capricorn also have such possibilities. The ninth house topics are starting to improve for you. You may experience fantastic developments in matters related to your beliefs, the things you have faith in, and the things you hope for. You may hear that the prayers you've been saying, wishing for things to be like this, are starting to come true. Your dreams and feelings may become stronger than ever. If you are married and usually don't get along with your spouse, or even if you do, you may experience sweet and pleasant developments related to your spouse's relatives or distant relatives. Handshakes, hugs, reconciliations, and witnessing their happiness can make you happy. Regarding your relatives, the transition of Venus into Libra will also benefit you physically. You may appear more beautiful, handsome, radiant, and attractive than usual. You can brighten your energy and start looking at yourself from a more positive perspective. We are talking about a period in which you can shine brightly. You can travel a lot, embark on journeys, and deal with passport, visa procedures, international matters, work, and relationships with foreigners, legal matters, education, and communication topics very successfully. You, dear Aquarius, may start seeing previously non-existent job deals and smoother running businesses. On November 10th, there will be increased activity in your house of friendships. Your social circle will become more active, and you'll have a bit more free time for yourself. However, you need to get through November 10th. On that day, you may feel somewhat under expectations, especially in financial matters. This is a new feature, feeling under expectations. We used to do it this way, and it worked fine, but not anymore. Let me check if it will work again. It didn't work this time. You might feel a bit more under expectations in financial matters, but the non-fulfillment of your expectations may disappoint you. For example, you might wish that someone would bring you some money or that someone has a certain job for you, but dear Aquarius, you may witness that such things do not happen as often as you wish. Nevertheless, from November 8th to November 9th, you are very lucky in terms of work, money, and relationships. On November 12th, 13th, and 14th, unexpected developments may occur in your family or career. Unexpected situations may arise related to a new career plan, your superiors, authorities, or family elders, and you may encounter something you didn't expect, such as a home sale that hasn't happened for months or sudden changes in rental agreements. Be cautious of potential balance issues between your family and career, dear Aquarius. Pisces, especially those with Pisces rising signs, this week will generally be quite advantageous for you. Except for November 10th when Mercury moves into your 12th house, I want to caution you about that day. Pisces, take care of your immune system this week. You could be dealing with unhealthy gossips, discussions, or negative energies. Pisces and those with Pisces rising, you are being supported during the first 3 to 4 days of the week. Particularly up until November 9th. You're being supported in various areas. In which fields are you being supported? For one, the conjunction of the Moon and Venus in Libra and Venus entering Libra can be a new financial opportunity for you, a new source, a new financial opportunity, and new material opportunities may come your way. You may start receiving the inheritance, alimony, premiums, or additional income you've been waiting for. Success is promised in trade and material matters. Additionally, the improvement of your partner's financial situation, additional income from your spouse, or income from joint ventures may start to benefit you. Dear Pisces, on November 7th and 9th, you are under very positive energies. On November 7th, one of your dreams, something you've really wanted, might start to show its sweet side to you. On November 9th, you can start to receive support from your friends and loved ones. You might receive news from afar, or you might begin processing passport, visa, and similar transactions. Dear Pisces, you are supported in all areas, both materially and spiritually, until November 9th. However, on November 10th, like everyone else, you may face difficulties in areas related to your career, pressure from superiors, and authorities. On November 10th, family issues, family elders, official matters, and government-related matters, family crises might put some pressure on you. Your career plan, your wish, your desire, might not be placed correctly. Someone might be obstructing your progress or development. Family disputes might have a slightly more negative impact on you. You should be very cautious about this. In career, superiors, official matters, and government-related matters, especially on Friday, you need to be careful. Legal matters and educational matters are highly relevant. Unexpected and sudden situations may occur. You should be careful with your family, relatives, and siblings' relationships. There might be some ups and downs, unexpected situations, communication problems that might shake your confidence. Look out for your communication, especially educational and legal issues. A sudden, unexpected shocking event may emerge. Coming to an end now. Pisces, take advantage of the period between November 6th and November 9th.